What's going on, everybody? Tom here with Keto Lifestyle, and today I'm kind of going to bring you a vlog, but I'm going to start this off talking about a fast that I recently did, and then we'll get into the vlog a little bit later. But to start things off, if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you'll know that I just finished a 96-hour fast. So I wanted to take a couple minutes here to talk about, what I learned from that fast, why I did that fast, and kind of just the overall results of it, in case you're curious about doing an extended fast. So to start things off, I did this fast for a couple of reasons. First of all, there are a lot of physical and psychological benefits of extended fasting. I'm not going to go into a lot of those here. Maybe I'll do another video on this, but I don't want this to get too long-winded because there is going to be a vlog following it. But I will link some videos in the description that'll kind of give you an idea of why I decided to try this myself. So the first 24 hours were actually really easy for me because I do normally fast 20 hours a day. I usually finish eating around 10 p.m. and then don't usually have another meal until 6, maybe 7 o'clock the next day. So the first 24 hours were a piece of cake for me. I had no problem with that. And then, I went to bed. There was no issue there. It was day number 2 that got to be a little bit hard. I was really hungry around the 42-hour mark, and I really just had to tough through it. Now, what actually helped me out with that was actually going to the gym, surprisingly. I did take a little bit of salt before I went to the gym, and I'd say about halfway through my workout, I was feeling great. I got home from the gym, and still feeling great. Didn't feel the need to try to eat or anything like that. So I went to bed, woke up the next morning, still feeling great. I was supplementing potassium, magnesium, and sodium so that my electrolytes were still up there, but I wasn't getting any calories from that. So this puts me at day 3 now. Day 3 went pretty smoothly. I didn't really have much of an issue there. Again, the hunger does come, but it kind of comes in waves. If you can wait it out for about an hour, you're good. I was drinking green tea and black coffee and water. So anytime I get hungry, I'd have, a lot of liquids to kind of fill up my stomach. The caffeine in the coffee and the black and the green tea was definitely helping kind of keep me from feeling the hunger as well as keeping me high energy. Day 3, I also hit the gym, and that was a heavy leg day for me, and surprisingly I actually moved up in weights. I was able to pick up 5 pounds on my bench, 5 pounds on my squat, which is my typical weekly increment. I try to step up by about 5 pounds a week on my major compound lifts, but I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do it having been fasted for 72 hours at that point, and I was obviously able to do that, which I thought was a big win. Now, there were a couple points at the gym where I was feeling a little bit exhausted and kind of got a little dizzy, but that's nothing crazy abnormal for me when I'm doing a lot of heavy weights. So then we're going to step into kind of day 4 here. And day 4 was actually great. I probably could have gone longer, honestly, but day 4 I woke up, same thing, supplemented some sodium, potassium, magnesium, went to work. I had pretty good focus all day. There were a couple points where I think I just drank a little too much coffee that I was getting a little bit ADHD feeling, but it went away quickly, so that was fine. Came home, and I'd worked late, so I ended up leaving the office around 8 o'clock, and my fast would have ended at 10 p.m. So I sat through there, and about 10 o'clock, had a keto meal, because I wanted to break the fast with something light, something liquid, not a ton of calories, because I have heard about people that have had really big heavy meals after coming out of an extended fast, and they have kind of gotten sick, thrown up, things like that. I didn't want to do that. So I just had a scoop of keto meal, and then while that was digesting, I went ahead and made some keto pizza, and that all sat really well with me. So in terms of weight loss, I did see about, at best, it was 10 pounds of weight loss. A lot of that's water. I did pick up about 2 more pounds of that as of this morning, so I ended that fast last night. We're sitting here at around 12:30 in the afternoon on the day following the fast. So my 96-hour fast went really well, I think. One thing that I kind of really want to iterate here is one of the big reasons that I chose to do this was kind of just to reset my relationship with food, because you really need to eat to live, not live to eat. What I mean by that is food should be a means to survive, to, keep your body fueled. And don't get me wrong, I love good food, but there was a point in my life where eating was my life. I really just look forward to the next meal. Anytime something went wrong in life, I turned to food, and that wasn't a good thing. So for me, the idea is just to kind of remind myself that, hey, you don't always need food. And another thing was, I I always get hungry and I kind of wonder, oh, how long can I go? Well, this kind of proved I can go 4 days without food and feel great. So that feeling I get around 2 in the afternoon, like, oh, I'm hungry, maybe I should go look for some snacks, it's really unnecessary. It's just your body being used to getting food. So for me, this has been a wonderful experience, and if it's something you want to try, I'd consult a doctor first. I'm not one to give medical advice, but I personally did find that this fast taught me a lot about my body, and it was just overall a great experience. I plan on doing this maybe 2, 3, 4 times a year. Not sure yet, but overall it was great, and if you want to give it a shot, I recommend it. So from now, I'm just going to go ahead and get into today's vlog. So to start off today's vlog, we're actually heading into Whole Foods, probably one of my least favorite places on the planet because it's expensive and it just kind of smells like a hippie in there. But that's alright, they do have a lot of cool stuff. I think today we're going to just kind of look around. I want some of those Wisps cheese crisps and kind of just anything else we can see. So I'll take you guys along and show you if you get anything. I'm not sure what we're going to find, but hey, maybe it'll be something cool. So it was a pretty successful trip to Whole Foods. I will say that since Amazon bought them out, it no longer smells like hippie in there. Like, you know what I'm talking about, that cheap potpourri mixed with like someone who doesn't wear deodorant. Anyway, it's much more pleasing for me to be in there now. And you guys saw what we got. I just kind of walked around the store, found miscellaneous things. And now I think we're gonna head to Glacier's. I know you've heard me talk about Glacier's many times, but unfortunately we just heard that they are going out of business. So we're gonna go there and see what we can pick up. I don't know where I'm gonna find my kohlrabi and interesting things like that anymore, but that's all right. We're gonna get it while we can. So we are doing a quick review of these little moon cheese things that we picked up. This is the pepper jack flavor. They were a little pricey, I think, for what they were. I think they were like $3 or $4 for 2 ounces, but here's what they look like. It'll focus on that. Focus. Cool. I was expecting kind of like a like those cheese balls you get when you're not on keto. I was expecting kind of that consistency. These are a lot harder, and they kind of crumble like a cracker in your mouth. They don't taste bad, but I think for as few of them as you get in a bag, they could be a little cheaper. So we just got back from Glacier's, and I did not film in there because in the past they really haven't been very fond of people filming in there because they've had issues with competitors going in and taking pictures of their items and prices and trying to match them, which could ultimately be one of the reasons they're going out of business. They haven't exactly given a reason yet, so it'd be all speculation at this point. But this is one of those grocery stores. It was like the only like privately owned grocery store in Las Vegas, and they stocked all sorts of weird stuff. And it was the only place in town that I could actually find kohlrabi, so I bought like 5 pounds of it. And I'm gonna freeze it and get it all prepped. But kohlrabi is like a substitute that I use for potatoes in a lot of things. So I really wanted to have this, like, when I'm making a stew or something. But unfortunately, I'm probably not gonna be able to find it anymore, so we got a lot of it. But it is a little sad to walk in there and see the shelves empty and everything like that. There's still another week or two till they go out of business completely, so we may go back and get more, and hopefully the sales will get a little bit better. But yeah, it's one of those kind of sad moments to see like a small family-run business like that just go out because they can't compete with the big guys. So it is around 5:30 here now, and it's a Saturday night, so I think I'm gonna go out to dinner tonight. We're gonna go out and go to Frank's Steakhouse. It's in the Green Valley Ranch Casino. I haven't been there before, but sounds pretty good to me. They've got Wagyu beef there, and that sounds awesome. I'm also rocking my beard jewel here. This came from a company called Credo Milan that I found online. I thought they were pretty cool. So anyways, I will check in with you guys after I eat. What's up, everybody? So it is the next day now. We're actually looking at Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday, and I think I left you guys right before we went out to dinner. I ended up actually having a Wagyu beef sirloin, which was absolutely awesome. It was a little expensive, so it's not something I would ever like really do again, but they had it on the menu and I really wanted to try it. But that place was pretty awesome. Absolutely delicious food. A little expensive, but hey, you gotta spoil yourself sometimes. So with that, I'm actually gonna go ahead and close out this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It really does help me out a ton. If you wanna share this video with some of your friends, that helps me out just as much. You wanna leave it a like if you like the video, and if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them in the comment section and I will respond to you. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one.